everyone.
What's up guys, Unofficial MCU here, hope you're all doing well, and in this video we have a new tease for Captain Marvel 2's The Marvels movie. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna hop right on into it. In this video we are going to be taking a read from the Direct's article. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. As a read, Captain Marvel 2's female heroes will be smart yet troubled, reveals one of the lead stars. According to a Captain Marvel 2 star, the Marvels trio may have superpowers, but that doesn't mean that they're not human. In the years following 2019's Captain Marvel, which was the MCU's first female-led film, Marvel Studios has gone higher, further, and faster in producing more female-driven projects, such as Black Widow, WandaVision, Ms. Marvel, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, and She-Hulk. So, for Brie Larson's next MCU chapter and adventure, Marvel Studios upped the ante with an all-female ensemble whose characters may or may not be thrilled about having to team up. As we know from the Marvels trailer, the overall premise of the film and its overall narrative and plot is about a group of these superheroes coming together because of their powers are all kind of interlinked, essentially. Recently speaking with the cast of The Marvels, which took place prior to the ongoing SAG-AFTRA strike, Teyonah Parris, the actress of Monica Rambeau, told Entertainment Weekly that the film's trio is smart, fun, and intelligent, but also very troubled. As she says that in quotes, "I'm excited that the MCU has 3 lead women, for all very diverse backgrounds, and they're all baddies in their own way. It's going to be really exciting just to see these smart, fun, intelligent, and troubled women find their way." Ending that quote right there. Of course, giving us some insight here on what we can expect to see with these characters. These are already kind of all pre-established characters within the MCU. They will mostly all have their own solo projects. With Captain Marvel, she has her own project. Ms. Marvel has her own Disney Plus show. Monica Rambeau is really the only one that doesn't necessarily have her own spin-off, her own show. So maybe something after the Marvels, it would be really cool, honestly, to see where she goes in the direction of that, and for her maybe even to get her own potential like spin-off project, whether that's a movie or a Disney Plus project. So of course we already know that they're smart, fun, intelligent, but she teases that they're troubled and their own ways. And so with what I really think that that is getting at is at the fact that at the end of the day, these characters, sure, they'll have their superpowers, but at the end of the day, they're human, and they're gonna act human, and they're gonna make human mistakes. So while Teyonah Parris made her Marvel debut as Monica Rambeau in the 2021's WandaVision show, her character already existed in the MCU as the young daughter of Maria Rambeau, Carol Danvers' best friend in the 2019's Captain Marvel. So of course it is no secret that Paris is now grown up. Monica has a few issues with her absentee on Carol, which is expected to be explored in the Marvels, of how these two already have an established relationship and where that has gone and how we see that continue on in the Marvels movie. Speaking of trouble, the Marvel's female cast includes the film's villain, the Kree revolutionary Dar-Benn, played by Zawe Ashton. The fact that the sequel features women both on camera and behind, such as Captain Marvel 2's female director, Nia DaCosta, has left Ashton very moved. And that overall, all around, in front of and behind the camera, it is all very woman involved, which is very neat to see. That's something that we haven't really seen with the MCU before. Although we did recently just see this with the Barbie movie, pretty much, where it was directed by a woman and it has pretty much an all-women lead and everything like that, except Ryan Gosling. That was a project that turned out to be very good, and I'm hoping the same for the Marvels. As I had mentioned, the villain of the movie, Dar-Benn, who's played by Zawe Ashton, had recently revealed that she felt very moved about the overall project with being involved in it, as she said that, in quotes, "It's really this all-female sci-fi extravaganza with a woman on the other side of the camera. I felt very moved, actually being involved in it. It's not an environment you're often in. A huge budget movie with all this badass women and Samuel L. Jackson on top, that just doesn't happen." Ending that quote right there. Not leaving our boy Samuel L. Jackson out of the action, she teases some of just how you don't normally see a very high budget movie a part of such a major franchise that is all women led and everything like that. So as I had mentioned it, kind of comparing it to the Barbie movie, we saw a very similar situation for the Barbie movie. I think that the Marvels movie does have big potential. Some people straight up say like, no, it's going to be trash because of this reason of that it's all like an all women kind of cast going on, and that it's directed by a woman. People are automatically going to refer to it as trash and not even give it like a chance, basing it off of the trailer, which is fine. You're able to have an opinion, but I wouldn't judge a book by its cover, is pretty much I think is what I'm getting at. I also, quick side note, think that comes from a bit of just an overall reaction that people, some of us quote unquote Marvel fans, and I put that in quotes because I don't really feel like that everybody that refers to themselves themselves are necessarily Marvel fans. You have Marvel quote-unquote fans calling Secret Invasion absolute trash when they go ahead and say, I didn't even watch it, that's how bad it was. And of course, I think you guys can already see the problem with that. How are you able to judge it if you didn't even give it a chance, if you didn't even see it all the way through and actually watch it? That is really a part of my overall point, is give the Marvels a chance at least. Now, continuing on here from the Direct's article, Iman Vellani, who of course plays Miss Marvel, making her MCU debut last year in the 2022's Miss Marvel Disney Plus show, and that rounds out the Marvels team here, shared further detail about the scope and realism of the film's characters, referring to them all as their real flaws and their real arcs. As she says that, in quote, "We're really lucky because we have such a plethora of female characters with real flaws and real arcs. Time and time again, it's proven that not only do these stories have such a robust fan base, but they sell." And leave that quote right there. And I think really what that has to do is with, I think my main takeaway from that quote is that she says the real flaws and the real arcs of these characters, referring to them as real people. They're not necessarily just superheroes. And this is a huge thing I think that we've really seen with the Marvels, or not the Marvels movie, but the MCU's Phase 4 and Phase 5, really, of not necessarily just seeing the superhero conflict, but seeing that human conflict, that our heroes are just people at the end of the day. This here all being said, the Marvel has some smart storytelling. While breaking new ground and highlighting women on and off screen makes history for the MCU, a story of these three flawed, relatable women with their own human challenges is what audiences will remember and connect with at the end of the day for the Marvels movie. MCU stories are at their best when their heroes' humanity is a part of the stakes, and is just as integral as superhero powers and a climatic battles. Given Captain Marvel's 2's cast description of women finding their way, but with flaws, it sounds like they're exactly with what Nia DaCosta's film is aiming to do. While audiences will have to wait until November of this year to discover if that actually succeeds and follows through, it's worth noting that Marvel Studios has been female-led projects in the works going forward. In addition to Alakwa's Cox Echo show that's going to be coming out a little bit later this year, we're also getting an Ironheart Disney Plus show, and the Agatha Coven of Chaos Disney Plus show are also expected to premiere in the near future. This here all being said, guys, let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. I would love to hear what you guys are all thinking, maybe touchy, controversial topics in this video in a way that make you guys just maybe automatically hate the movie, but as I had mentioned, give it a chance. I'm looking forward to it, especially for the fact of that this is one of the biggest major team-ups that we've had in a while within the MCU. It's almost acting as like a mini Avengers movie, I almost feel like, so that's really awesome and something I'm very much looking forward to. Let me know what you guys are looking forward to most with the Marvels movie in the comment section down below, guys. Thanks so much for watching today's video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. Of course, this has been Unofficial MCU. Peace out.